I'm Brittany, Ball Stitcher here on Flosstube.
And I'm Lily, the little ball.
And we are finally back for video number 3. Things have gotten a little crazy here, so it's been about a month since our last video. We finally got some orders, so we know where we're headed to next.
We're going to Philadelphia!
Yeah, we got the orders that we were really hoping to get. But that means that it's really thrown a kink into our stitchy plans for the last month. We've really not gotten very much at all done. When you first get orders, I'm sure all of you other military families out there know, when you first get orders, things get really crazy for a while as you try to figure out the final dates and when everything is going to happen. And then it slows down for a little while right before you pack out. And then when the pack outs and all that starts, things start to get a little crazy again. So hopefully we're going into our calm portion here and we can start stitching a little bit more before things get really crazy again. But we do have a couple things to show you today. We just wanted to put up another video. Lily's afraid that everybody's going to forget about us, so we wanted to put one up really quick. I think Lily's probably going a little nuts to show you what she's wearing right now. She had a karate tournament yesterday. Unfortunately, it's her last karate tournament before we moved to Philly. So it was a big deal. She wanted to make sure that she did well. And she did.
I got a bronze medal!
She medaled.
It looks like gold, but it's bronze.
It is, it's bronze. She did a good job. She was a little upset at first that she didn't get silver because she didn't quite pause long enough.
I got really nervous.
Yeah, she went a little too fast. But that's okay. We medaled. She did really well. She's worn that thing everywhere. Are you going to take it off?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll put it over here.
I don't want to ruin it. Okay. I'm going to actually put that back. Actually, no. I'm probably not going to.
Okay. So, alright. So, we do have a couple things to show you. I have a finish, and we've done a little bit of work on our whips. Lily doesn't have very much done because they are preparing for their statewide assessment testing. So after schools, every day's been really kind of crazy between homework and preparing for testing and all that. So she does have a start. It's slow moving, but she's finally getting the hang of it. We're going to have to put the Seahorse aside, as much as I hate to do that, because I really did want to keep her first piece. But
this is going to my teacher.
Yes, this one is going to her teacher. It'll be the apple that she's working on. But now that we do have orders, we're going to have to move a little bit sooner than we initially thought we were going to have to. She's unfortunately not going to be able to finish out the school year here like we thought. So we are running low on time to finish this, and it's definitely the biggest thing she's ever attempted. So she needs to take the next 2 months, really, is all we have left here. 2.5 months, I guess. We're set to leave or to pack out around the middle of May. So we're running out of time. But let's get started. Okay, I'll start with the one finish that I did manage to get, and it's just the little gingerbread girl that I showed last week. Oh no, I forgot. I've got to put something behind here, see, so it's not quite so see-through. But I did finish her. It's just a small little finish, but she's cute. I decided not to start the boy right away, mainly because I was really tired of red, green, and brown. So I will start him probably fairly soon, because I do want to finish him while we're still here, and we are running out of time. But I decided not to start him as soon as I finished her. But I did put the 18 down here. I've not put my initials yet because I need to figure out a cute way to do that. I've not really experimented much with my initials. But if you have any suggestions on how to figure that out, or a cute way to write BW, let me know. Let's see here.
Can I do my whips? Well, my whip.
Your
whips.
Do you want me to do my 2 first, and then you can do yours?
Okay.
Alright, so that's the one finish. And I'll just finish that as I would really like to finish it as a pillow ornament, but I'm not much of a sewer, so I'm not sure if I can figure out how to do that, but we'll give it a go. And let's see. I know, it keeps freezing. I hope it's not, maybe that's just while we're filming and it's not actually going to do that during the playback of the video, but I guess we'll just have to wait and see. I did get some progress done on this, not nearly as much as I had hoped to. If I can figure out how, I'll put in a picture of how it looked before, but I've never attempted to do that before, so that may or may not happen. But I did get some work done on the roof, the bark on the trees, the bunny, and the door. And I believe I got a few more of the words done. I don't think I had quite that many done last time. But I am doing this 1/1 on 25 count pewter. I don't know who made this though. The shop that we bought it from, unfortunately, did not put the names, or like who the company it was made by. So I don't know what that is.
And then we get that. No, we got the pattern from a different state.
And the fabric. That's the stuff that your daddy got in Virginia. Okay, and then this one is one that I hadn't started at all during our last video, but I did do the... It is big. I did start the Into the Jungle style by the Frosted Pumpkin. I am really behind trying to get caught up. So far, I'm still in January. I haven't quite finished the sloth yet. I have the leaves and a little bit of the bark left to go. And then the outlines. And the next one is, I believe, to the right of him, and those are toucans.
Toucans are like this tropical bird.
They are tropical bird. I'm going to try to get some work done on that again. And the needle minder is the leaf needle minder from Jen at Delicious Threads. Alright, and that is the only ones that I have, unfortunately. I was really hoping to get more done, but like I said, we're going into a slower time here until things get a little crazy again pretty soon. Hopefully I can do a little bit of catching up, and it's kind of doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. You don't stitch because you're stressed out, but really you should be stitching because you're stressed out, and that's what helps you, but that's not the way I've been doing it. So let's see. You need help?
I got it.
Oh, here, fold it over so that it's...
I didn't really get much on that.
Okay.
So I got a little wrong side.
Oh,
sorry.
My face.
Sorry. I got a little bit done right here.
Mm-hmm.
And then my needle minder is a Harry Potter needle minder.
Right. Do you remember who that's by?
No.
You don't remember?
No.
Who sent this all then? No? Okay.
Who did?
Huh?
Who did?
Oh god, I just said Jen. I know that's not it. It's Nifty Needle Nannies. I'm really sorry, I can't remember her first name. I'm completely blanking. I'm really sorry. I'm sure everybody knows who it is by now, though, because everybody mentions her, but she does fantastic work, and if I can remember her name, I'll insert it here before I upload it. But you can see the beginning. You can see the beginning of the S and S in the word miss from the apple. Right now it's going pretty slowly, but she does have some long weekends coming up, some teacher work days. Hopefully she can sit down and get started. Yeah, there's been a lot going on right now.
Well, that's all my stuff except for one thing, but it's kind of with my stuff.
Oh yeah, we'll show that later. Okay, so I do have some haul. Not very much, and this video looks like it's going to be very short, but at least we'll get one up.
I want it to be longer like the other ones.
I know, that's okay. Let's see, I did
Probably
get
keep it in the plastic.
pattern from Lavender and Lace. I believe this is the Angel Spring. Actually, you know what, let me just open it up, because I got this on eBay. And it was opened up, so the tag is actually on the inside here.
Hey, Mommy.
Sorry. Hang on a second. And it is not on there. Let's see what it says here. Angel of Summer. I was wrong. It is the Angel of Summer. But that is what she looks like. Again, I love these, but I have no idea when in the world I'm ever going to get up the nerve to actually start one. So for right now, they're just going into my stitchy stash. Fidget spinners. If you can hear that, please stop with fidget spinners. And thankfully, I did get one Lizzy Kate pattern. I'm sure all of you know by now, she came out today and said that they are retiring. I don't know if that means that they're no longer going to do prints and they're just going to discontinue everything, or just that they're not going to
put out any new
patterns. I'm not really sure what that means, but I did get this one. I'm not a huge fan of Lizzy Kate, so there's not a whole bunch that I really want. There's a couple that I'll grab if I get the chance to, though. But this is the Halloween Trilogy. And this one, I do like the Halloween, and I like the Bon Appetit, but I'm not sure that I'll ever stitch this. However, this here, I'm going to change the colors on. I'm going to keep the pumpkin. I'm not going to do the buttons, but I'm going to turn this into Bippity Boppity Boo Cinderella. We're gonna change some colors in that so it's not quite so Halloween looking and make that into a Cinderella pattern.
Wait, what does it say?
Bippity Boppity Boo.
Why would they put
the fairy godmother.
Yeah, but why would they put that on the Halloween pattern?
It's like a Halloween spell, I guess.
Oh, okay. Still makes sense. No sense.
That's okay. Yes.
Sure.
But be quiet, please. Okay. I got two things of water lilies on the stash unloading page. I got both of these for $2. Feel like that was a pretty good deal. But I did get, let's see, this is Peach Melba. It's actually showing up okay. It's pink, orange, yellow, and purple. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with this. I'll probably do more of the drop hearts, which unfortunately I have not finished any. I need to actually finish some. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, just get a can, okay? I don't want you to spill it, so just get a can out of the fridge.
Maybe I can have Pepsi?
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, and this one, sorry about that. This is Tropic Seas, and this is blue, purple, and white. Very pretty. And I did get my very first rack.
What's a rack?
Random act of kindness. Excuse me, she wants a drink here, so I'm going to open this really quickly. Please don't spill it, okay?
Yeah, move your phone, please.
Unfortunately, I did not ask her if I could use her name, so I won't do that, but I will say thank you so much. I wanted to use, when I first signed up for the End of the Jungle style with Frosted Pumpkin, they called for a week's dye works. But I had never worked with specialty threads at that point. I wasn't sure that I would be able to figure it out, so I chose not to do that. And then by the time it started, I had done the Forest Snowfall style, which obviously calls for specialty threads, and realized it wasn't nearly as hard as I thought. So I wanted to get them. I wanted to get this. Don't ask me how to say this. Almorada, maybe? I'm not sure. It's all greens, different shades of green. It's very, very pretty. But it was sold out everywhere, and I could not find it anywhere. And a very lovely lady offered to send me one of her skeins that she had. She said it probably wouldn't be enough to finish it, but it would at least be enough to get me started until I was able to find another skein. So thank you very much. You know who you are. I really appreciate it. It saved me from having to just use the DMC conversion, which, I mean, wouldn't have been horrible, but I really kind of wanted to use this once I figured out that it wasn't that hard.
Can't you see it?
So you really can't.
Really not that good.
Oh, there we go. That's okay. Right there. That's alright. It's all green. It's very pretty. I think they've released the I guess the header and the footer, and it's all the palm leaves and things in there are done. in this color. And we did get, I'll put them over here because I don't want to put them near my computer.
Wait, can I do the
My Black Friday order. Yes. My Black Friday order from Kate at No Name Needle Minders came. Can you hold them?
Yeah.
And I will say, it's not as big as I thought it was going to be, which is good.
I didn't know that they
Careful,
would stick.
careful.
I didn't know that they would stick.
Don't pull them.
I didn't.
Two hands. There we go. All right. So.
I don't have mine.
Okay. I'll cover it up. Okay. So I've got the Lighthouse here. My husband's a big fan of lighthouses. Maybe one day I'll convince him to show you his projects. He's working on a couple right now. I couldn't believe it when he said he wanted to start one. But he's really into lighthouses. So I got this one for him. Obviously, the vintage Hawaii poster is beautiful. I love that. And I wanted a few things to remind me of here on all of my patterns coming up. Tennessee map. Like I said, we are originally from Tennessee. So I wanted to get this one. And then Lily. This one is yours.
Yeah.
And what is this?
It's the Carolina Panthers football logo.
Very good. So not that long ago, actually this past football season, I am a Steelers fan when it comes to pro football. So yes, I am very excited to be within a very short drive to a potential Steelers game.
I'm not.
My husband is an Atlanta Falcons fan, which she decided she really didn't like either, so she didn't really want to watch football, which is a problem because during football season, that's pretty much all we watch. On the weekends, it kind of dominates our weekend. So she would get frustrated, and so we finally said, okay, well, you don't have to be a fan of either one of our teams. Why don't you pick one? And of course, in true 8-year-old girl fashion, she said, well, let me see their logos and their colors. I want to pick the one that I think is the prettiest. And so she picked the Carolina Panthers, much to her father's dismay. Of course, the Falcons and the Panthers are rivals. So they had quite a bit of fun this past season when they played each other. There was a lot of smack talk going on in our house.
Can I do this one?
Sure. Okay, so we did get another vintage Hawaii poster. You'd see this this picture everywhere. It's on postcards everywhere. There's posters and pictures of this image everywhere. Christmas ornaments, Christmas cards. It's everywhere. But I did get a Steelers for myself and the Hawaii map. Let's see. The Hawaii map, which I thought was very pretty. And then my very favorite, Stitch. Oh, he's upside down. Stitch. Reading to the little ducklings. Isn't he so cute? I love this little guy. I have no idea where I'm going to put these, but for now, they're just in my stash.
She is obsessed with Stitch. Speaking of Stitch, the first one that I'm going to show you right here, says Ohana Coffee with a stitch on it.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's also a TARDIS.
You gotta sit up a little bit. There we go.
From
Doctor Who.
I forgot. There's like so many shows that start with the word doctor.
But it's been a long time since we've watched it. We really haven't even gotten to watch TV lately. It's been so crazy.
And then this is the Gryffindor, like...
Here, let me hold
this
it.
This isn't the crest.
Let me hold them up.
This one's the crest. I don't exactly know what this is, but it's the Gryffindor line.
It's just a play on the crest. That's all.
And then this is... Where's my hand?
Okay, watch. Here we go. We'll do it this way. This is a miniature seahorse. I have a thing for seahorses.
Yes.
I'm having quite a bit of difficulty finding seahorse cross-stitch patterns. If you see any or know of any that are maybe out of print that you could point me in the right direction, maybe an eBay listing, something, let me know. I want all the seahorse things. I want all the things.
I have one.
Yes, you do. But I was very nice and gave it to you instead of stitching it myself. Which I wanted to do, but I won't because I love you. You can have it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Another seahorse, another lighthouse for my husband. The silhouette of a hula girl.
I want that one.
It's very pretty. And then I was beyond stoked. We are huge Disney fans in our house.
We're going to Disney.
Yes, we are.
Disney World.
When we figured out that we were going to have to move back to the mainland and we weren't going to be able to stay here, we said our very first stop was going to be Disney because we're all really sad to be leaving here. So we're going to
go to our happy place.
We're going to go to our happy place for a while before we have to leave for the frigid Philadelphia weather.
And I'm even wearing a hoodie right now.
Oh yeah, we're in long sleeve shirts. I believe it's about 90 degrees outside right now and we're both cold. So I'm afraid.
Not ever take this thing off.
I'm afraid we're going to be in quite a bit of trouble. But I did find this little Mickey head that is a U.S. Coast Guard uniform on the inside of his head, and you can see. Yeah, you can see the word U.S. Coast Guard here. It looks just like your daddy's uniform. It's just in the shape of a Mickey head. I was so excited to find this, and she did tag me in a picture. She looked up and found me some Tennessee Vols designs, so I'm going to be ordering some more. For sure. The Vol Stitcher has to have some volunteers. Needle minders, right? Like all of them. Last but not least, I got a laptop sleeve. I don't know where I saw this. It may have been on Mania, but somebody said when they travel, which obviously we will be, doing like a 5-hour plane ride to LA.
3-day drive.
Yeah, we have to fly to LA because that's the only place that we can pick up our car. Pick up our car from there, and then we're going to be driving cross country back to Tennessee.
Days.
Actually, we're allotting 4 because we are driving with 3 small kids and a lot of stops and all that. So we're going to try to make it in 4 days, but we are going to stop and see a few things like the Grand Canyon and the Hoover Dam and all that.
I can't wait to go to the Grand Canyon.
Yeah. Me and my anxiety and fear of heights are not really looking forward to that or the drive over the Hoover Dam, but I'm going to make it. I'm going to do it because my husband really wants to see them. So I'm going to make myself do it.
I'm not scared of heights.
Anyway, so I loved this, and if my projects don't fit in it, it actually does fit my MacBook perfectly. So I'll just use it as a laptop sleeve, but I'm going to take my Q-snaps apart, put my pattern and everything in here. And then this one, I got it from Amazon. It came with a little bitty pouch that perfectly fits
needle minders,
embroidery scissors, needle minder, and actually you can fit a highlighter if you put it in here diagonally. It'll fit your highlighter and stuff in here too, and then that'll fit right down in here with the rest of your project. And you're good to go.
It's a baby.
Yeah, so hopefully that works out. If not, I'll just put my laptop in it. No big deal. Oh, and speaking of our cross-country drive with 3 kids, 8 and under, if you have any suggestions or ideas of things that we can pack in the car, things that we can... most of it actually will have to be packed in our luggage, and then we can just take it out. Well, we can get snacks and stuff, but I'm more talking like busy work. Each one of them have their backpacks, and we've got some coloring books and things like that. But if you have any go-to things that you really think should be included in any road trip for kids, let me know down below. I want to know all of the ideas because
that's what I need.
Yeah, but you can't do that in the car. There's no Wi-Fi in the car.
Daddy can turn on Wi-Fi.
In the car? We don't have a mobile hotspot.
Daddy said we did.
No, we don't.
Daddy said we did.
No.
Can we get one?
No. I do think we may get DVD players.
We used to have those.
Yes, but they got messed up. So, again, let me know if you have any suggestions of portable DVD players, preferably ones that you can attach to the headrests on the back of the driver and passenger seat.
I call them adult seats.
Well, that's what they are. anyway, plans for the next little bit. I am bound and determined to get back to stitching. The lack of stitching, I found myself kind of losing my stitchy bug for a little bit.
So
made me really sad. And I think my husband can tell that. So I'm going to make it a point to get back into it, try to get my stress level down a little bit. I do want to work on forest snowfall quite a bit more. I would love to at least get the trees in the house finished, even if I don't get the border and the rest of the words finished. I would love to get that done. And obviously getting caught up on the end of the forest style. I really don't. I want to be able to have that big finish at the end of the year, so I don't want to get behind. Though I think this year may have been a crazy year to say that I was hoping to get all of this done, because
you didn't.
The better part of our year is going to be pretty consumed with
everything.
Planning and moving and getting settled in a new place.
Is
I don't know.
My birthday in Disney World.
Yes, we are gonna. Well, we actually have to go about 2 weeks before her birthday, because it looks like we will actually be making the drive from Tennessee to Philly on her birthday, which is unfortunate. Seems like every 3 to 4 years her birthday kind of gets the shaft, because it's right in the middle of transfer season and we're always on the move. So we're going to try to make it up to her.
You always move on my birthday.
We always move on your birthday.
When we got here 5 days until my birthday, like, what?
Yeah, but you got to spend your birthday in Hawaii. That wasn't bad, right?
Yeah, but we were still in a hotel.
No, yeah, it wasn't exactly the best birthday, but we got to spend it in Waikiki.
Did I even get presents?
Yes. Though, if you have been to Hawaii for any extended period of time, if you've been on Oahu, Michelle, Bendy Stitchy, I'm sure you probably know, there are 5,000 much nicer beaches on Oahu than Waikiki. At the time, we didn't know that, so we were just thrilled to be there. But I think if we could do that part over again, we would have taken her to a much nicer beach for her birthday.
Like the lagoon.
Yes, the lagoons are very
Secret
nice.
Lagoon.
Okay, so I'm just going to try to get caught up, get back into the stitchy thing. We're going to... Oh my gosh! That was so rude. I'm so sorry. Every video you do something like that.
It's the Pepsi. Blame the Pepsi.
So rude. So sorry. We're going to try to work some more on her apple, because we do only have about 2 months to get that finished, and she does have her standardized testing coming up, so things are going to get crazy at school. My husband did manage to break his wrist, unfortunately enough.
It's a black cast. I don't like
yes.
that. I don't like that color.
But that means that he is stuck at home for the time being, which is both good and bad. He's a little disappointed that he's going to miss their last patrol before they decommission his ship, which is a big deal, so he's pretty bummed that he's going to miss that. But it does mean that he's home with us for a little while, so maybe I'll have a little bit more help with the kids, and we can make another video this, the end of this week, into next week, and maybe it won't be quite so long in between videos again. I promise you, if you do it again. Stop. Anyway, but we are at 30 minutes right now. I've not even done any editing yet. So I guess we will see you guys next time. Hopefully a little bit sooner than this one has been. But until then, happy stitching, and we will see you guys later.
Bye-bye.